Even though the Browns' running back room is one of the best, if not the best running back room in the entire NFL, Andrew Berry added to his riches with the selection of Jerome Ford in the 5th round. With Kareem Hunt in the last year of his deal, and with D'Ernest Johnson's status up in the air, Ford might get the opportunity to become a significant contributor in Stefanski's offense in his rookie year. Ford is on the shorter side for running backs, but he possesses excellent speed and acceleration to hit home runs. Stylistically speaking, he's very similar to Nick Chubb, which is a guy you might have heard of. Now, I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that Ford is anywhere near the caliber of player that Nick Chubb is, but his build and running style are similar. Like Chubb, Ford is on the smaller side, but he has a strong lower body to pop off explosive runs. Ford is at his best when he can make a guy miss, plant his foot in the ground, and go to be that one-cut north-south runner that Chubb is as well. When Ford gets going, it's very difficult for defenders to tackle him because of his contact balance and ability to shake off arm tackles with ease. On this play, Cincinnati is running GY counter, which is also one of Stefanski's favorite run concepts. GY counter calls for the offensive line to down block one way to make the linebackers and the defensive front think the run is going that way, while the guard and Y tight end pull the opposite way and lead the way for the running back. Hence the name, GY counter. As soon as Ford gets a glimpse of daylight, he explodes through the lane untouched for an 80-yard touchdown. Like I said, while Ford is very powerful and relishes contact where defenders just bounce right off him, he has deceptive home run speed that makes him a threat to score on every play. Ford's physicality carries over to his pass protection as well. Although he's not the most technically refined, he's very willing to block, and his low center of gravity allows him to take on bigger guys moving at full speed. Ford is not a creator as a runner, and it definitively limits his versatility. He isn't ultra patient, and he doesn't have great vision when the offensive line doesn't perfectly execute their blocks. When he gets the ball, Ford runs through the first gap he sees 99% of the time, which is great if that gap is open and all the blocks are executed well. But that lack of vision and creativity cost Cincinnati's ground game that extra kick where there were other open creases as well. When Ford is in condensed space, he has a habit of just flat out running into his own offensive lineman, which stems from his aforementioned lack of vision. Ford is unquestionably fast and quick, but he doesn't have the same lateral quickness and the ability to dart from side to side between the tackles, which is separate from speed and acceleration. In the pass game, Ford is just an okay receiving threat. Similar to his deficiencies in the run game, Ford doesn't have the start-stop speed to juke out defenders near the sideline. But his hands are solid, and he's a fine route runner. It's just not a role that you want him to necessarily star in. While Ford might not get a ton of playing time in 2022, he fits the Browns' power run scheme pretty well, where he can run through determined lanes behind an elite offensive line. He's still only the 4th best running back on this team behind Chubb, Hunt, and D'Ernest Johnson. I think that's an unarguable fact, but with development, he could carve out a role in Stefanski's offense. This pick is a solid B, in my opinion, because Ford's north-south style of running meshes well with the run concepts the Browns like to utilize, but running backs are a dime a dozen in today's NFL, and since Ford is not a dynamic receiver out of the backfield, his skill set is largely replaceable.